Nancy Guthrie's sudden disappearance from her Arizona home sent shockwaves through her community and beyond. One day she was part of daily life, the next she was gone, leaving behind only questions. The case quickly escalated, drawing in local police and the FBI as the search for answers intensified. Surveillance footage revealed a shadowy figure disabling Nancy's home camera, a chilling, calculated act that deepened the mystery. Investigators canvassed the neighborhood, piecing together Nancy's last known movements, desperate for a breakthrough. The public watched anxiously as the case dominated headlines, each new detail fueling speculation. Then, after weeks of uncertainty, a sudden surge of police activity shifted the investigation's focus to a remote stretch near the U.S.-Mexico border. New evidence and decisive law enforcement action suggested a major development was underway. The silence was finally broken, not by Nancy's return, but by a dramatic turn in the search for the truth. Under the Arizona sky, law enforcement made their move just miles from the Mexican border. Video captured a high-stakes traffic stop. Multiple agencies, armed and coordinated, surrounded a single car. This was no routine stop. It was a targeted operation to detain a person of interest in Nancy's disappearance. The suspect, identity withheld, was intercepted on a road leading south, raising immediate questions about a possible escape attempt. The location, just 15 miles from the border, suggested authorities had cut off a potential flight from justice. The scale and precision of the operation underscored the seriousness of the case. After weeks of gathering clues, law enforcement had zeroed in on their target. The moment marked a shift from passive investigation to active pursuit. The suspect's detention signaled the end of one chapter and the hopeful beginning of another. The investigation was now moving at full speed. Instead of a brief roadside interview, the detained individual was transported north to the main Pima County jail. This move signaled that authorities viewed this person as a primary suspect, not just a witness. The full booking process, mugshot, fingerprints, formal entry, was underway. By bringing the suspect to Pima County, detectives kept the case under their direct control. The focus shifted from investigation to prosecution, with seasoned detectives ready to interrogate. Meanwhile, a search was unfolding at a residence in Rio Rico, complicating theories about a border escape. The suspect's movements suggested a more intricate plan than a simple dash for freedom. Now, investigators had both a suspect and a new location to probe for answers. Simultaneously, law enforcement executed a court-authorized search at a Rio Rico property. The FBI's evidence response team joined Pima County deputies, signaling the gravity of the operation. This was no random search. A judge had signed a warrant based on compelling evidence, linking the suspect and the location to Nancy's disappearance. The warrant allowed a meticulous search for items like clothing, personal effects, or forensic traces. Every object, fiber, or fingerprint was scrutinized as a potential clue. The search aimed to uncover the physical evidence needed to solidify the case. This step was crucial. It could provide the missing link between the suspect and Nancy. The investigation was now racing against time. The Rio Rico search hinged on the legal principle of probable cause, a reasonable belief based on evidence that a crime occurred or evidence would be found. Probable cause balances privacy rights with the need for effective investigation. Detectives presented a chain of evidence, surveillance video, digital data, witness statements, to convince a judge. The judge's approval meant the evidence was credible and the search justified. This process protects citizens and ensures any evidence found is admissible in court. In high-profile cases like Nancy's, strict adherence to legal standards is essential. Every investigative step will be scrutinized in court. By securing a warrant, law enforcement strengthened their case and protected the integrity of the investigation. The search was not just methodical, it was foundational to justice. Every recent move, detention, transport, and the Rio Rico search was part of a coordinated push to find Nancy Guthrie. Investigators aimed to connect the suspect to Nancy through both physical evidence and interrogation. The FBI's team searched for anything belonging to Nancy or forensic traces, linking her to the property. Simultaneously, detectives confronted the suspect with mounting evidence, hoping to break their silence. The pressure of custody and evidence often compels suspects to talk. Each discovery, an item, a statement, could lead to Nancy's location. The investigation was dynamic, with each clue fueling the next step. Law enforcement used every tool: tactical operations, warrants, forensics, and interrogation. The flurry of activity signaled real progress. Authorities were closer than ever to solving the mystery and bringing Nancy home. The latest breakthroughs have sparked cautious hope in a community desperate for answers. News of the detention and search replace silence with a sense of progress. For Nancy's loved ones, this is the first real sign that closure may be within reach. Yet, the most urgent question remains: where is Nancy? The community's focus, and law enforcement's, is on her safe return. The partnership between the public and investigators has been vital, keeping Nancy's story alive and tips flowing. As forensic analysis and interrogation continue, everyone waits for the next update. For the first time in weeks, there's a clear path forward. Hope is fragile, but it's stronger now than ever before.